Like?
Uh,
Literally?
I think that's the name of it, right? Something like that.
That's our podcast.
This is Lyco, literally. You can call me Mr. Jamie.
And you can call me Vic.
We're going to be discussing episode 3 or week 3 of Charity's season of The Bachelorette. I think first I would like to address something.
Yeah, we do have an update. If you listen to our last episode.
Last week started off a little awkward right as Vic started recording. I was looking out the window and I see what I thought was my car, but it was just the one like next to it or like pulling out right beside it, driving down the street. It was late at night. I was a little paranoid.
And very much so, because I think my car was stolen.
Yeah, your car actually was stolen
a
year ago.
A year ago, like kind of close to the spot you parked.
Oh yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I thought you had a nice neighborhood at first, but now you made me paranoid.
There are no nice neighborhoods. The nice ones get stolen from.
I think before we jump into the episode, I would like a little personal story.
I mean, some anecdotes for you.
Little anecdotes. This show is about dating. We would like to share.
Oh, is that what it's about?
Is it? I don't know. Something like that.
I thought it was just for fame.
That is, yeah. This is for Instagram. I have an Instagram story, Instagram worthy story.
Nice. Okay.
No, but I've been on the dating apps recently, and I was talking to someone, and I felt pretty confident. Like things were going well. It was not a very long time. It was, I think, still less than 2 weeks. And it ended up just fizzling out to where I was reaching out and not getting any response. And I think the second time it happened, I kind of figured, okay, this is probably the end. And I told you about it, and you were very supportive. But I told one of the other guys at my work about it, and he had a very funny response, which was he said, "I guess it's time to try Grindr now." And I looked at him.
Very true.
He was not smiling though, so I wasn't sure what if it was a joke or not. And he said, like, no, seriously, like, you feel down right now. Try going on Grindr and just see all of the likes that you get. You will immediately feel better about yourself. And I was like,
wow.
I would say like 30% persuaded, and like, I don't want to say close to doing it, but I was like, that I guess kind of makes sense. But then it made me wonder, like, I wonder how many people like on just the other apps are like doing that, like just validation. Yeah. And it's like,
I think that's all apps.
It's probably all, probably everybody.
Yeah, everyone needs a little validation.
Who wants to seriously try to meet anyone on those?
Yeah.
That's mine.
I just want more followers. That's all I need.
Yeah, dude. Instagram. No, I mean, that's mine. Nothing too positive, I guess. Sorry to start off on a low note.
Yeah, so we're doing a Grindr podcast now.
Oh gosh. What about you? Any good or bad updates? Personal, like dating? We are a dating podcast, I guess.
We are. Yeah, so it's fair to speak our own.
Yeah, go for it.
I'd say similar experiences on other dating apps. It's very hard these days, you know.
Yes, we relate all the people out there, men and women, on the apps. You can't see me right now, but I will pour one out for all of us.
For all the people trying out there.
It's rough.
Trying to get somewhere.
It's rough out there, but have faith, and hopefully you'll meet someone not through an app.
Yeah,
and then you can actually tell people about it, about how you met.
Yeah, that's interesting. Not through.
All right, is there anything else you'd like to add? Are you ready to dive in head first?
I'm ready. I'm ready to get into this episode. There's a lot that's happened.
We had, again, technical difficulties at the beginning. Missed, like, the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, but those aren't important.
Yeah, no, who cares about that? We only missed, like...
It was just Brayden.
It's just Brayden. We, I think, saved ourselves.
Yeah, I know, honestly. But we got so we came in at the
the like night portion.
The night
So
portion
we
where
missed
they
the
were
day
eating.
portion. But I think we kind of figured from the last week previews that we know that they're in San Diego now. They were at Petco
Oh,
Park,
yeah,
so it was
definitely.
likely baseball, like a
Yeah.
baseball date.
Well,
of
yeah,
some sort.
he signed a baseball for her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
And they had baseballs on the table and everything.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool. I'm sure
I mean, it was a
fun.
cool location. I think it'd be cool to go to like a
Yeah,
baseball
stadium,
stadium, where you have it all to yourself. That would be pretty epic. Yeah, the night portion, his like personal story, I feel like wasn't really new because he kind of brought up how he'd been cheated on before, and that was his big thing. And like last previous, he said he'd only been like in love once, and he got like burned pretty hard.
Right, yeah.
And I don't know. It's not that I don't feel for him all that much, but he's just been he's been frustrating these past like 2 weeks.
Yeah, especially last episode.
Last
when we
episode was really bad.
turned on him.
And the thing that he like really kept saying to her throughout this like night portion was just that he's willing to try to stay, which is
It's not very reassuring.
yeah, it's nice. But she seemed to love that answer. It's like, all I want is for someone to try for me, which is like, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not very like high like expectations of someone or to have.
Yeah, I feel like she likes the honesty. Just it doesn't seem like he's putting a lot forth.
Yeah.
He just kind of he's not giving it us all.
And I mean, he says more things throughout the episode that make her doubt him more, but he does end up getting the rose at the end of the date.
He gets another one.
And another date card comes in with the group date, which had everyone's name on it except for Warwick. So Warwick gets
that was the next one-on-one.
Yeah, he gets the next one-on-one.
And that one is something special to talk about.
Oh my, we'll get to that, but so first we had the group date, which was like a Barbie theme.
Right,
So
yeah.
It was basically just an ad.
It was an ad.
It was
for the
an
new
ad.
movie.
For the movie. It was hosted by previous Bachelorette JoJo and her final pig Jordan. I guess all the guys had to do was write a song,
Right.
like that has to match the like rhythm to what was it? Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Oh right, yeah. Girls Just Want to. Yeah. So they had to rewrite the lyrics to that, and they would perform it live. And
in front of an audience.
Yeah,
Dude, that's pretty
That is pretty scary.
scary. Like,
I mean, especially if you're not a singer, which
Sean wasn't. I seem like
none
all
of
of them except for kind of Caleb.
Yeah, he seemed to have experience. He was pretty good.
But yeah, I would have mad respect for like anyone who does that.
Especially
like,
writing your own song. and
yeah,
doing it.
so
that's pretty wild.
I can't be too judgmental of any of those
Yeah, you
guys
can't
because that's
criticize.
like, dude, I'd be too scared to do that. I did like that they had to like they got to make their own like outfits or dress up as different Kens.
Right. Yeah, I thought that was funny.
The first thing I noted though is when it showed Sean is that I was like, oh shoot, I guess Sean hasn't like chosen his thing yet because he was just wearing denim and I was
Yeah,
like,
he
this
just
is
had it-
totally something he would wear.
It looked exactly like one of his outfits.
I really like Dotton's.
Don's was good.
The like astronaut.
Yeah,
I
the
just
blonde
loved
hair.
his. Oh, the wig was so good.
Yeah, it was perfect
very
on him.
very funny. He was the first one to go up and sing, and he set a pretty good tone. I think very like much like we know all of this is just going to be like high cringe inducing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, at least he wasn't the last person.
Most of them kind of all to me like blended together, except for like I guess again like Caleb stood out because he kind of had like some singing ability.
Yeah.
but all the other guys like before him like I don't know,
Yeah, they admitted
nothing special
they
about
didn't
it.
have-
And then it highlighted Sean for being like extra bad, but
Yeah.
he took his shirt off, so that was cool. I don't know. They kept saying that he had like a really good performance, but like I don't know. Like up until the like
end,
where he got the like kiss with her. Like
Yeah,
he
it
brought her
didn't
out.
seem like he was.
It wasn't any different.
Like, controlling the stage, different than anyone else. He's just kind of up there doing his thing.
Yeah. I mean, he took his shirt off. He pulled the like pants down a little bit to show off the
Yeah,
Ken.
he pulled his underwear out.
the Ken underwear. Pretty. Yeah, if I was like the Barbie advertising team right now, I don't know if I'd be too happy with like that. It was pretty good, I guess. But so Sean gets the kiss on stage, and then like he gets some extra time where they get to walk down the pier with
he
Charity.
won. So he won the competition.
Yeah, and got like it seemed like literally like a minute with him.
Yeah, a good whole minute.
And they had to walk down the San Diego pier. I'm not sure. There's probably multiple piers in San Diego.
Yeah,
I'm not sure which one, but there's like it just showed like the like runners running by, and there's like
It was like
crowds
a very
of people
calm walk, and then just like 3 people just
running by. Like, get out of the way.
That was pretty good.
When it's like showing Aaron, Sean out on the pier, it cuts to Aaron S having some very funny words about him. Like he was calling Sean like a child or whatever.
Right.
And he's like, Charity should want a real man, someone who can teach her how to fish or like camp. And it's
Or
like,
hunt.
yes.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Very
you want.
smart. Because every single woman wants a guy who can fish and camp.
Yeah.
That's what
that's
they're all
every
looking
woman's
for.
dream.
Write that down. Putting that in my bio on the apps now. I'll teach you how to fish or camp if you want.
That's the secret.
Yeah.
If you hold a fish up.
Oh,
that's what
yeah.
they
That's
need.
like, if that's not your like first photo.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's a big flounder.
But so then it gets to the night portion, and the guys are all there, and then Sean comes in singing his song. I actually thought it was really funny. Like when he comes in singing, and they just like look super pissed off.
Yeah. He came in hot.
I guess
And
it
the
was
other
like,
guys did not reciprocate.
yeah. I mean, I guess it was bad timing, but I thought it was funny. But I guess I don't know. I wasn't in their position. Aaron S got especially annoyed by it, and him and I think it was James were like sort of going at Sean a little bit, like what gives you the right or whatever to be like this.
Yeah, they were teaming up against
Did
him.
Aaron? Well, yeah, I think I asked you when we were watching. Did Aaron ask Sean if he was like an only child, and to have like humble pie or something? It was like really weird thing to say.
Yeah, I remember you bringing that up. I didn't catch that, but that would be pretty funny because it immediately got interrupted with
Oh yeah.
by the other boys.
The other boys talking about then the only like good highlights, I guess, from the night portion of that was John had yet again another solid moment with Charity. He brought up talked about like his like he played guitar for like in his worship group, something like that.
Yeah,
It was-
like for a church.
yeah,
or
I think it was
something like
church
that.
related. And he
Yeah.
said like, oh man, if I could like play guitar
Play
and
guitar and
sing,
sing.
I wouldn't be
You
here
would've
right
won.
now. I'd
Yeah.
be like,
Like sure, bro.
I'd
If only.
that yeah. And then Dotton, he brought the heat, man. He brought the heat.
He did. Yeah, he brought his A game.
I mean, she was like really excited to see him from the start because she brought him to her room.
I know. Yeah, they're like, let's get somewhere private.
With somewhere more make him more comfortable. Let's still go to let's go to my room where there's still like gonna be cameras
Yeah,
right in your
and
face.
the camera. Let's bring 5 people
Yeah.
into my room and squeeze them
Because
in
I'm pretty sure like if they were to do it still like where they in the area that the other guys were getting it like time with her, I'm pretty sure they were not in the same vicinity
Yeah,
as
like
the
no
other
one was
guy.
around them.
Yeah, I
They were
mean,
just in the background.
but he really appreciated that. It made him feel special to be brought to her
I'm sure.
room.
I'm sure any guy would.
But his big reveal or thing that he talked about was he felt in past relationships he wasn't able to learn from his partners, and he feels complete opposite about Charity. He feels like he can learn from her.
Yeah.
That's a very
That's interesting.
sweet thing to say.
He is wanting
He's
to
charming
enroll.
me, bro. I think I want to. If he becomes a bachelor, I'm going to apply for his season.
He wants to enroll in Charity's university. That's what I've written down here.
He's going to take any class
Dude,
that
he's
she
I know.
teaches. But she loves that. He ends up getting the group date rose,
does,
which
yes.
well deserved, I think.
Definitely.
But then we get to like build up to Warwick's date, and like all of the guys are just saying like, oh, he's too quiet. Like
Yeah.
why did she pick him? And then Aaron S is another weird thing where it's like it's usually the silent killers that like they're the ones that really come in and take it. And I'm like, what are you talking? Like, dude, what is this?
I know, yeah. Like, what show do you think you're on?
Yeah, this isn't
Sometimes
Survivor.
I know. Like, someone's going to get killed.
Yeah, no, I mean, but so then Warwick and Charitiy go on a date to Belmont Park. We have actually been to Belmont Park.
Yeah, we have been.
personal experience there.
It-
It's cool, but it's not that
I know.
cool.
It's pretty cool that it's like right by the beach.
It is right on the beach. They went there at night, which is pretty cool because I don't know if it's really typically open at night. And they had the whole thing supposedly to themselves, even though we saw people like walking around in the background multiple times.
But yeah, it was, they did all the rides,
Yeah.
which, I mean, aren't too many, but.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sure
there
it's
isn't a
fine.
whole lot. There's like a roller coaster. I think there's like 2 other things. I don't remember there being a whole lot to do there. But she was like super excited for the date
Yeah.
with him. She's like, oh, like I'm super attracted to him, which is like, yeah,
That makes sense.
that is 100% why he got
yeah,
the date.
exactly.
I
That's
mean,
why he's
nothing
still
else
there.
to show for, which we kind of find out.
This is really the first time we like
I've
have
seen him.
them both interact with each other.
Yeah. And yeah, no, I totally see what she finds him attractive, like for, but oh my gosh, like that might have been like one of the like cringiest dates like
Yeah,
I've
that
watched in like a long time.
That was pretty bad.
She felt that he isn't open, doesn't really like talk about anything personal.
Yeah. She definitely asked all the questions.
Yeah,
and
she
he
was-
just kind of deflects, gives like the most generic answer possible. Never really deep dives. More
No.
like, oh, really's her.
Yeah,
Any chance
dude, he
gets.
is like he's gonna be our 3rd member for like literally because that's
Yeah,
like
that is what he
that
said.
is 75% of his vocabulary right there is
He must be a fan.
But I mean, yeah, I mean she was upset that he didn't scoop the ice cream for her, which is like
Yeah.
okay. She said that he's not like a gentleman for that.
Yeah, I could see that.
But I mean, it was also when that happened. Right before that is when she said, like, "Oh, he's not really open. He's not really telling me anything about himself." And then it cuts to them getting the ice cream. And the question she asks is, "So, what's your favorite ice cream flavor?" And it's like, okay, it's like it's a good time for it. I guess you're getting ice cream, but it's like I feel like you're talking about you when you say you're not being open. I feel like you're not really too curious about the ice cream flavor that he typically eats. It's like, what are some like more personal?
Yeah, I think she was just
questions.
trying to get him to open up about anything.
Yeah,
And
that's true. I mean, that's a softball
yeah.
question right there.
But I don't even think he said what his favorite ice cream was.
No, he didn't. He like completely ignored her, and she's like, "Oh, I feel like cotton candy," and he's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
go for it." It's like,
Yeah, I'll
cool.
watch.
I'll watch. And then they have the sit down where they're eating the ice cream, and then she does try to ask him a bit more like personal questions, like about past
Yeah.
relationships, and he just says like,
It just didn't work out.
didn't work out.
She's like, why?
Why?
He's
Like,
like,
what
"Oh,
is
yeah."
your like strengths or weaknesses? And he's like, strengths is like being together, and it's like I don't know if that's a strength.
It doesn't feel very strong right now.
And then he said his weakness is communication. In
Like,
that
yeah,
moment, I was
that
like,
makes
oh
sense.
really? Oh really?
Oh, really? Could have fooled me.
Like I would never have guessed that. But dude, he is the like literally mascot.
We thought that was Spencer, but no, it got,
Yeah, no, he's been
dethroned,
replaced.
Yeah.
Give us the Spencer like facial expressions and give us the communication skills of Warwick, and that's
Or the
our
lack
boy.
of skill.
Yeah, the lack. That's better.
That would be good.
Yeah, he says that. Yeah, he doesn't feel ready for like a relationship, or he doesn't have relationship experience. And then I mean, yeah. I mean, I think she said this to Brayden later, but it's like, why are you on the show? It's like, what are you hoping for? And he says, like, yeah, I don't know if engagement is really what I want. And it's like, yeah, I mean, it's not surprising he doesn't get a rose.
Yeah.
And he didn't even seem all that upset about it.
Yeah, he really didn't. We didn't even see him like the entire episode.
Dude, when he was in the car afterwards,
they did show
they're
that.
trying to like ask him questions, and he's just like, he's like yawning and stuff. And I was like,
he yawns and then falls asleep.
falls asleep. I don't know if I really bought it that they were still trying to ask him
if he did
questions
that,
or that he was actually snoring. And it's like, come on now, that's
That could have
pretty-
easily been posed.
I put
but
the bro is ready for bed.
He's ready for his nap.
So then we get to the next section where it looks like they're getting ready for the cocktail party, and Brayden does a little bit of foreshadowing, although not technically, where he says he had a weird dream about Charity like calling him up to the rose stand and taking his rose off.
Yeah, that was interesting. Maybe a little foreshadowing.
Yeah. But then he talks to the other guys, and he does say like he's not sure if he can get engaged to someone who is like dating 20 other guys at the time. And it's like, yeah, I mean, dude, this is it's kind of like that's what you signed
I know,
up for.
yeah. He's learning how the show works.
Like it's like bro thought he signed up for like Survivor or something.
I know,
like,
yeah.
This is something completely different. But it's like, I don't know. I feel a little bit of sympathy for people who get jealous, because I feel like it's hard not to in a situation like this, because
Yeah, I could definitely see, like, even if you know what you're getting into.
yeah, I mean, if you actually get feelings for someone,
Yeah,
and to see that
would
they're
be natural.
still like flirting or like going on dates with other people, that's gonna be tough. But like, I don't know. I guess it's just gonna say like, if you don't think you can handle that, don't sign up for the show.
I agree with that.
It makes me question like how if I were to go on the show, how I would fare, because like I feel like I really know how the show works. I've been watching it forever, but it's like, let's say I actually make it a certain distance in the show, like for whatever reason the Bachelorette likes me, and it's like, oh wait, she likes me, but she likes like 5 other dudes as well, and it's like, come on, dude. I would. Yeah, I don't know.
It would be hard not to get in a little drama.
Yeah, but so then we see her talking to one of the guys. She has to sit down, so she has to sit down with Joey. Pretty good. He brought out his like grandpa's letters. It's like, he said he carries them around everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe that, but
yeah, like these full like letters and like envelopes.
pictures, yeah.
But she liked that. She felt that was very
She likes all
sweet
the
and, like,
like,
vulnerable.
family connections. That definitely plays really well.
Xavier had a good moment. We haven't seen a whole lot of Xavier, and I keep flipping and flopping on how I feel about him, because maybe it was just me being naive, but like first episode I felt he was just being too smooth. It didn't feel super genuine. Second episode I felt like he was showing qualities that were like a little bit more like, okay, like seems a little bit more like
personable, likable,
genuine as well. And like he did this time too, but it like I'm just keep like thinking like, is he going to go far? We haven't seen a whole lot of him since the like first episode, really.
Yeah, he's definitely not been in very many scenes at all.
But he does appear in the like, it seems like the preview for next week. He was highlighted, and potentially it seems like might get a one-on-one date next week.
Yeah, that would be interesting. That would be very interesting.
And if that is the case, and I will feel confident in him again.
Yeah, if he does well, doesn't do a Warwick.
Yeah, if he doesn't pull a Warwick, which I don't know, I feel he seems pretty like sociable and like knows how to actually how to talk to people.
Knows how to carry a conversation.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not. If we had 2 like Warwick situations in one season, I would actually really like that.
That
That would be really funny.
that'd be
But
really
I would
good.
feel very bad for Charity. It's like, can you please cast guys that like know how to like talk to people?
Put up a challenge.
Yeah, I felt like I said this to you. I was like, man, watching this date with Warwick is like watching like a date that I went on like a few years ago, like when I first started dating. It's like,
yeah.
oh, I actually have to talk to the other person.
Instead of just being with them, I have,
It's like I can't just
I
like
have to ask them about like their own feelings.
I can't answer with oh really or like literally.
I have to maintain eye contact.
Yeah, it was like you're telling me I can't stare at my feet the entire time. I did like Xavier. He knitted her something. I couldn't tell. Was it like a sweater or just like a weird like
it was just
square?
It was just like a rectangle, like a cloth. But
That's cool.
It's so
I don't know
cool.
how to knit, so
I
that's
mean, it's better than any of the other things.
yeah. I mean, would you prefer Grandpa's letters or a knit rectangle?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, she keeps the rectangle.
That is
so.
true. You get to keep the
She
knitting
didn't get to
thing.
keep any of the letters though.
Oh, dude! Imagine if he did give her one. That's like, imagine being the grandpa. It's like, you're not gonna fucking give that out.
It's for your eyes only.
Yeah. Then we get to Aaron. Oh wait, no. Then we get to Brayden's conversation with her, which went well initially. The initial conversation he had at the cocktail party with her, he was just slinging out. They talked about words of affirmation.
Oh,
where it's
right,
like
yeah.
she said that's what she needs. She's gonna give them out to him. It's like it was just a lot of words of affirmation on
it
both
was-
sides. So
mhm,
it
what
went
people wanna
well.
hear. Yeah.
But then Aaron B comes in. And he's like, I'm about to put a stop to this right now. No, I mean, but he said like. He said he was just trying to be protective and saying like it seems like Brayden isn't ready for like an engagement, which
Yeah, well, there was a lot of shots of him talking with the other guys about like he doesn't know if he's ready to be or to propose or ready to really date someone who's dating someone else. He's kind
Yeah.
of like continuing his rhetoric from last time of not being super unsure. But then, of course, he gets the roses, and I think that makes the other guys really pissed
it's
off that
like-
he's getting the attention and not even really seeming to want it.
He's getting the drama and still getting the roses. I mean, he got a one-on-one today.
Yeah.
After last week, which I still feel like last week was a worse showing
Yeah,
on
I
his
feel like
part than this
definitely.
week. I'm still frustrated by him this week, but like last week, I feel like was more obnoxious. But yeah, he keeps getting.
He wasn't
roses.
acting out as much this week.
No, I mean, but she trusts Aaron B, and so she trusts like his opinion. She believes him that like she doesn't think that he's being like I don't know, like only doing it to get ahead.
Yeah. I mean, he is the third guy to tell her that.
Yeah,
So
that's
far.
a good point. I wrote that down at the end where it's like three people, including her brother,
Yeah.
have told her, like, sort of warned her about Brayden. And each time she just gives him a rose.
It only makes him stronger.
I don't know. Like, again, I still don't know if I'm getting frustrated by her.
By her, like, continuing.
Yeah, it's like, because there is issues with Brayden. Like, if I saw all of this, I wouldn't necessarily want him dating like someone like my sister, if I had a sister, or like daughter. I don't know, like it is like weird.
A little sleazy, a little
It
kind of
comes
like
across
playboy,
as
fuckboy.
yes, fuckboy, definitely.
Definitely, yeah. Just kind of tells you what you want to hear. Not too genuine.
But like on some level, I support her like decisions. Like make your own decisions. You
Yeah.
have the right to do that. You don't need
You
to
shouldn't be
listen to
told, yeah.
You don't need to listen to what anyone else says, even your brother. Like
Yeah, fuck him.
chances are all of those people probably were trying to just be nice or like have good intentions. At the very least, the brother.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, he didn't have any alternative.
yeah, no. But Adrian and Aaron B. I mean, Aaron B. It's like, come on, dude. You don't need to do this.
Right,
You're
yeah,
on a
he's
good
already on the
path
good
right
list,
now.
yeah.
Like, you don't bring anything up, you'll probably be good. But I think another thing in the preview for next week is it looks like there's some point it's just him and Brayden are talking, and Charitiy comes in like mid conversation. It makes me wonder if that is potentially like a 2-on-1 date where like it's literally just Brayden and Aaron, so like two rivals going at it,
That would be
and
interesting.
then she just picks one at the end of that.
Oh, okay, that would be interesting.
But I don't know if that's the case. But yeah, I mean he dragged himself into like
The mess.
into the
Into
mess,
the mud.
and he managed to annoy all of the other guys as
Right.
well.
Yeah. Which is fair, I think. I mean, after being the third guy, all the
Yeah, I mean,
like to rat.
Even Xavier, another good moment. He's voice of reason here. He says I respect you, man. I love you, but like you bringing this up is just like screwing over the rest of us, and like you don't need to like highlight this. Like she'll figure out for herself like what she wants to do with Brayden. She doesn't.
I thought that was a good point. Like,
Yeah.
by him doing this and then her focusing on Brayden just kind of screwed all the other guys' chance to actually have a one-on-one.
Yeah,
For a brief moment.
But and then Brayden brought up a very funny line. He said like, "Oh, I'm gonna feel like Will Smith right now. I'm gonna just keep your name out of the fucking mouth." Like that was
That was a good reference.
Yeah,
And I do agree.
did.
I feel like all the guys, they just can't stop talking about him.
Yeah, and it none of it is working. Literally
Yeah,
none
exactly.
of it. Even her brother, it did not
wasn't
work.
enough.
I mean, I'm curious right now. If you were in her shoes, what if you were to like give benefit of the doubt? Why do you think that she likes him so much?
Probably the jawline.
The jaw, yeah, it's just the jawline. That is, he's got a very strong. I mean, I do wish I had a
Very
jawline.
like boxy, but
Yeah,
in
yeah,
a good way, like a strong jaw.
yeah. He has a very strong jawline.
And then like
Yes.
almost a double chin.
Yeah, he has. Yeah,
That's a very big chin.
yeah, very large. So that you think that's enough for him, for her to ignore all the warnings?
Well, I think I think they click together when they talk, but it never really seems to go deep. It's kind of just, I think he's just really saying what she wants to hear, and he doesn't bring up like his concerns as much as he should have. He's kind of always like pushed to talk about
Yeah,
like the problems when other
Yeah,
people talk.
that is
like, bring it
true.
up to her.
I mean, yeah, he did like bring up that he'd been cheated on, which she very much relates to. That was like her problem
Right,
in
yeah.
her past relationship, and so that is definitely something pretty heavy to like relate on. But yeah, I mean, he brings up concerns, but he doesn't always end up telling like everything, or he like goes back and when he talks about it with the other guys, he's like talking not as like optimistically or even as like respect.
Yeah.
Like last week, not as respectively or respectfully about Charity. Like last week, he called her like classless, I think. It would be really funny
yeah.
actually if he didn't say that and like Adrian totally just like made that up and said it, and like now everyone thinks that's what he said. Now I think he did say that to like the other guys.
I definitely remember something like that.
But what he said to her last week was like, I made me question your character, which I still think that alone
Yeah,
is pretty heavy. Like that's a pretty rough thing to say. And he said like it made me question whether or not I want to stay. It's just like, I mean, whatever, dude. But
Yeah, that was his big thing last episode, was threatening to leave, not being able to handle it.
But yeah, I mean, and then at his date today, he just said like that this is difficult for him, but he's gonna try to stay here.
Yeah.
And then like he goes and tells the other guys, I don't know if I can get engaged to someone who like dates all my friends. And it's like that isn't exactly what you said.
I
to
know,
her.
yeah, that's like kind of twisting, doing a little white lie.
But
Being
so
like,
then,
yeah, I think we can do this, and then saying like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do this.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Like I told you all this, but then I told more information to the other guys.
Yeah, it's like you don't trust her or something.
Yeah. But then when she calls him out or brings him over to talk again, And he says that he's been honest about all of his like concerns or hesitancies, which,
I mean, to a point.
yeah, to a certain point, like unless there's stuff that we haven't seen, like that hasn't like been shown. But she was she was clearly frustrated the entire time, but like she was saying like like when he said like it's hard to like imagine like at this point getting engaged right now when we've only been like talking for like a couple weeks, like they've had very limited time together. I guess I don't know, I can kind of understand where he's coming from, where it's like it is hard to imagine getting engaged to someone you talk to. Like,
I know, yeah. I feel like that's fair.
That's
a fair thing. But I think the main concern is him not liking that she's going out with other guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that's not
pretty fair for the show.
That's where she said, like, this is what you sign up for.
Yeah.
Why would you come on if you're like if you don't think you can handle that? And he says, like, well, I can handle it. It's just really difficult. And it's like, well, you gotta shut up about it a little bit at least.
Yeah, not make it such a big concern.
Yeah, I mean, I can relate honestly to some of his things of like the jealousy of like this situation.
Yeah, no, I'm sure that can be hard.
That's and the
Especially
thing
if you
is,
like the person, yeah.
Probably the other guys are feeling. I mean, they probably feel it about Brayden. It's like this guy's a douche, and he keeps getting so much time with her.
Yeah,
gives me Rose. It's like I wish I was getting what he was getting, type of thing.
Yeah, I'm sure every guy would want what he's getting right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to think that the other guys aren't also jealous, not just of him, but just all of the guys that get dates or one-on-one time with her. Like, that's what you want, and that's kind of the thing. I mean, it's probably not as bad now, like, compared to, like, a few weeks from now, where, like, there probably is, like, a few weeks from now, there probably is, like, real feelings being, like, not to say that there isn't now, but it's like, come on. Realistically, real world, it would be a little suspicious.
Right.
But after this, she seems uncertain with that conversation and what she wants to do with Brayden. She says, like, I could take that rose right off of his chest. And she ends the cocktail party. Jesse comes in. I'm just thinking all the guys are probably thinking, like, get out. Jesse, just no.
We don't want you here.
We do not want you here. You are not allowed.
Where's Charitiy?
Bring her back here.
Yeah, for the second time so far this season, he comes out.
2 weeks in a row.
I know.
2 weeks
It was
in a
last
row.
week. Yeah, that is true. He comes out and says that Charitiy is upset.
Charity's upset and pans to, like, Brayden, who just, like, smiles. He knows it's about him.
Looks away from the camera.
He should have had, like, an Office moment where he just, like, stares directly into the camera when the note's said.
Yeah.
He's like, yes, I know that that's about me. So then it ends and we go to the rose ceremony. And I feel like the whole suspense the whole time was just whether or not Brayden was going to get to keep his rose.
Yeah.
Or if she was going to take it.
But she was threatening to do that.
Yeah. And I got confused, like, when she said, like, I'm about to do what nobody's ever done. Like, I might take his rose back. Yeah. I don't know if that's true. And then I'm even more confused because I think it was, like, James later talking to one of the other guys was like, oh, no, dude, she could, like, take her rose. That's happened before.
Yeah,
and I was like, has it? I don't... Like I said, I've been watching this show for, like, a few years now. I don't know. Maybe it happened before that. Maybe it even happened in one of the seasons I've watched. I don't know. I can't recall.
Yeah.
But I honestly don't know. I mean, it would be a big deal regardless. It's like to have such a strong connection with someone. But I don't know. What do you think? Like, do you think that she should start listening to the guys, or do you think that she has the right to just keep doing her thing and how she wants to go about it?
I feel like none of the guys need to tell her any of this. I think they're kind of butting in, except for the brother. I feel like that.
Brother's fair.
The brother was very fair because he had no ulterior motive. But it feels like the other guys are definitely using it to gain favor with her, even if that's not their like number one intent. They're still benefiting by putting him down.
Yeah, it's like one less person.
Mm-hmm. And she obviously doesn't seem to be receptive, or she isn't listening to the other guys.
Yeah, no.
She's doing her own thing. So I feel like it's just kind of shooting, like you said, shooting yourself in the foot by even like bringing this up to her.
Let's say no one said anything, even the brother, and he, like, Brayden still is acting this way. Do you think at any point she would pick up on it? Because in my opinion, he is, like, kind of a different person with her than he is, like, around the guys.
Yeah, he really is. I think probably eventually, I imagine.
You think so? I feel like there's some level of, like, you would pick up on it because, I mean, some of it hasn't been said by the other guys. Like, he was the one who said, like, I considered leaving when I found out that you kissed someone for like 4.5 minutes on your last date.
Right.
It made me question your character. Like, if he said more comments like that, I feel like he would, eventually, be out of here. But, like, the other guys, I think, are really, I don't see Brayden going a whole lot further. There's just too much drama around. Yeah. But all of the guys that have been talking about, I mean, last week it was Adrian. We didn't see anything of Adrian this episode.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
and like he ends up going home. Mm-hmm. His like storyline ended, and it was just like good riddance.
I know. Yeah.
See you later, bozo.
Brayden won that one.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, clean victory for him.
Yeah. Wonder if that'll happen to Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron's more interesting because she really seems to like Aaron. Mm-hmm. Aaron got the first one-on-one date.
That is right, yeah.
And so, and what did surprise me a little bit was how he got the first rose of this ceremony. Like, did that surprise you? Like, did you think there was going to be any sort of doubt or anticipation with him, or?
No, it seemed pretty normal.
I guess it didn't. I guess it wouldn't really make sense when she said like, "Oh, I trust him. I trust Aaron. I trust what he's saying." So it would be a little bit weird to make it seem like, oh, am I going to give Aaron a rose because he brought the,
yeah. Because there was no real drama yet. He was just trying to be honest with her, and then she took it, and then gave him the rose first to kind of show that she appreciated him telling her about Brayden.
But I don't think that'll last. Like I think Aaron is getting himself into some.
I do.
Real
yeah,
stuff,
I feel like the drama and
it's about to unfold. Yeah, him and Brayden were like in the preview for next week. It seemed like that's when they get into their fight of like
their one-on-one.
Get in my face, I'll like whoop your ass, bro, type of thing. And it's like very, very like macho. The macho guys
get in the ring.
Yeah, have Caleb like train them to like body slam each other. Speaking of which, Caleb got the second rose.
Yep. Very safe pick. He did well.
Yeah, I mean he got somewhat very mildly highlighted on the group date for being able to sing, but nothing really about his like connection with her. Yeah,
nothing too much.
And he didn't body. I just want another body slam, dude. That's all I'm asking for.
Please let that be the next group date.
Oh man. Then Xavier, not surprising, got the rose. Joey, again, not surprising. Yeah. I mean, Joey's doing very well. Michael, I am surprised about Michael.
Yeah, because again, he was not in this episode at all.
The boat boy,
the boatman.
Like I was honestly thinking that like even James, who like wasn't highlighted very well this episode, like the times it did pan to him was like him complaining about Sean or something. It was him whining and stuff about not getting enough time. It was like, but I thought he was the one that got good time. Was he not the one that did the like donuts and cider the first night, or was that Joe or John? I don't know, dude. There's too many J's in this show.
I know. I think that was Joey.
Joey was we didn't see Joey's like entrance because I think that was during our technical difficulties. First episode was when Joey came out. It was either.
Here, let me look back at my notes.
I think, yeah, that's true. If I wrote it down at any point. Because I thought that he was doing well. I thought he did fine. But, yeah, no, James. James brought out his mom's letters and the donuts inside of the first episode.
Oh, okay,
that was like a really nice moment on the first episode. I mean, it's been 2 episodes now. I guess it doesn't mean a whole lot, but yeah, I mean, I guess I was expecting him more than Michael, who it's like bad boy Ken or pimp Ken, whatever he was.
Yeah,
the fur coat.
Yeah. You should have had a cane.
He should have brought out a cane. But then we got John, not surprising. He had the good, like, time with her after the group date.
Yeah.
Sean, also not too surprising. He, like, won the competition. And then Tanner. I mean, we've seen Tanner's been, like, spliced into these past couple episodes where he had, like, nice moments with her. None of them were really highlighted all that long, but it's like we've still seen still seen more of him than, like, Michael or whatever. So, and then that was sort of it. And then, like, she walked away, and we were wondering, like, is she gonna come back and take Brayden's rose, or is that gonna be it? And she comes back, stands there for like a few seconds, and then Jesse comes out and is like, all right, I'm sorry, fellas, you gotta pack your bags, get on out of here, and go meet Warwick at the airport. Maybe Spencer's still there too.
Time to leave the island.
Yeah, you have been voted off the island.
Please unlit your torch.
Yeah. Throw your Did they get a special outfit? I've never really watched that show. Okay.
It's been so long.
So I'm making references about shows you never watched. But yeah, that was it. She gives like a toast saying that, like, you know, for everyone here, I see something with each and every one of you. It's like, okay. I feel like you see something with like 4 of them.
Yeah, I feel like you're giving some of them way more attention.
You're giving Michael a little bit of like too much grace. Oh yeah. So who did we lose? We lost Adrian. We lost James. And Aaron S., the man, the fisherman, firefighter, fisherman, camper man.
I'm surprised he made it this far, honestly.
That is true, dude. And it's like
he's like I'm pretty sure he's the oldest one. Like
he's definitely one of them for sure, I think.
He doesn't have like any time with her.
Yeah, but dude, he's a man. Yeah, so he is a man. He had to go this far.
Yeah, that is true.
It's disrespectful to men if you don't bring Aaron S. this far. But that was about it. Then it shows us the preview for next week. I think all I really highlighted was that it looks like, I saw it looked like Xavier, and I think it was Dotun get the potential one-on-ones next week, where I think it was Dotun who gets maybe the like bungee jumping one.
Yeah, exactly. I saw him do that.
Dude, that would not be like a fun date.
Yeah,
for
I'm
me.
not sure if I would do that as a date or at all.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I have a certain level of like fear of heights, I guess. Like, but it's also just like there's probably some appeal or like benefit of a date like that, where it's like the adrenaline, probably high emotion or like hormones, like, and you're spending that with another person. Yeah, like that probably like on some weird chemical level, like scientific level, is probably actually going to bond you to that person.
Yeah. That is true.
But I would rather have like a date where you can actually talk and get to know. It's like, okay, you got to bungee jump. How much conversation are you going to have when you're like bouncing up and down from like a rope?
Yeah, exactly. You're doing it while you're jumping.
I honestly don't even know if like that would be like if I got on the show and I was brought on a one-on-one and the like date was like, oh, you have to go bungee jumping or like skydiving.
Yeah. I'd be like, I'm good.
I think like I don't really need a rose that bad.
How about a restaurant and a movie?
Yeah, like how about the Hollywood songs with Belmont Park? Literally any of the other ones. Just please don't bring me to like jump out of an airplane. Yeah, I couldn't handle that. But it seems like I didn't really see if it really showed what Xavier's date was. If it did, I wasn't paying
Yeah, I
close
did
enough
not see that.
attention.
It was only his face. It wasn't really anything else.
But yeah, it seemed like as far as like the romance or whatever, it was between for Dotton and like Xavier, and then like the drama was like about again Aaron and
Yeah.
Brayden and them going at each other.
Throwing fists.
Who do you think comes out of that one? If only one survives, who's going?
If one had to leave, I think Brain will probably stay.
You think Brayden's gonna stay again?
I think he will stay between the feud, but I don't think he'll. I think he'll eventually get out, but I think between the feuds he seems to do really well.
So let's say they do go on a 2-on-1. You think that she would pick Brayden over Aaron?
Yeah.
Wow.
That is my guess. Well, I mean, I'm just taking past history into account.
Yeah, no, that's good. That is fair. I mean, showed like 3 times she's been warned. It seems like I mean, ultimately ended up favoring Brayden over Adrian and Brayden over her brother and Brayden over. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'll go Aaron will stay.
Okay.
I mean, that's.
I think they'll both stay.
That is, yeah. That's I'm gonna say it's assuming that one of them leaves. Like, if
Does
it's
have to
yeah,
go.
I mean, I guess they could potentially both stay, but I don't know, dude. I think she likes Brayden, but I feel like he is getting on her nerves at this point. It's like as much as I like this guy, he's becoming just too much like of a hassle.
Yeah, how much can he get away with, really, before she kind of catches on?
Because here's the thing, even if she did keep him for like a really long time, do you honestly think that he is like ultimately going to be her pick? It's like, no. Like, I'm pretty against that.
Yeah, he does not seem like the type of guy where she'd be comfortable like ending it with him.
Yeah.
With all the uncertainty he's like already presenting right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like that in that scenario, I feel like I would have a little bit of like, I don't want to say judgment against her, but it's like I wouldn't have a whole lot of sympathy if she chose Brayden and then they didn't work out, because it's like you've literally had countless people tell you you had your own uncertainty and doubts, like from
like every single guy there.
Yeah, from every single guy, and your own like personal feelings of like he's just saying and doing different things. So yeah, I don't know. I think he'll be out of here pretty soon. Like I do agree with that. I think he's going next episode.
I think it'll take longer than that, but
okay.
I feel like in a couple, maybe like 3 or 4.
But I mean, it does also make me think that like Aaron now is kind of
in the hot seat.
Yeah, he's not really. I don't have a lot of hope for him anymore.
Right. Yeah, he was definitely very high on my.
Yeah, he had a strong. His date I thought was very nice. Yeah, I feel like there was literally nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I agree. If he would have just kept his mouth shut and focused on the prize.
Yeah, just like focus on your own relationship, and you'll be fine. Yeah, I like even Joey. I think said that at one point during the episode where he's like, "I don't care about all this other stuff going on. I'm just gonna go talk to her." It's like.
That is the best attitude to have.
It's like that's very smart. That's a good way to approach it. So I'm still feeling confident about Joey, confident about Dotton, confident about Xavier. I'm potentially confident about Xavier, I guess. Like anyone who gets like a one-on-one at this point, aside from Warwick.
Yeah, anyone who has a good one-on-one.
But yeah, I mean, it's still pretty early. I still feel like there could be like top picks and potentially like Xavier or even John, I don't know, who could come out a little bit more and step ahead. Yeah. Because, I still feel like it's really making it seem like it's going to be like Aaron or like Joey is going to be like at the end with her, which I mean it could be true, but like I still feel like there's potentially like one or two people that we haven't seen really come out yet.
Right.
I mean,
Who could
looking at the
possibly steal the
list,
show.
my best bets, are gonna be like Xavier or like John, because I don't think that Caleb, unless he like body slams his way to victory, I don't think he's getting like to the end. Michael, like, dude, I don't even know how you're still here. No offense, but then Sean and Tanner, it's like, I don't know. Like, I would be a little bit surprised if one of them really like
makes it.
Yeah, really makes it really far. So I'm gonna stick my final four. I think, as of this moment, is going to be Dotun. I'll say Joey. I'll throw Xavier in there right now just because I'm losing confidence in Aaron B. And then I'm gonna say, I guess it's between Aaron B or John. I don't know. I'll say John, I guess.
Did you say Joey at all?
I said Joey, Dotun, Xavier, and John.
Nice. Okay.
What about you? Anything change? Any changes?
I feel like that's fair. That's
you agree?
Very fair. I think there is a chance of Brayden.
You think? Oh my God. Okay. Do you think he wins? Yes or no?
No, I don't. I definitely not.
Final two.
No.
Final 3 or 4.
I think he would be the fourth one, the first one out of the four.
So you think he makes it to the hometowns? Is the final 4?
Okay.
So you think he would make it to like where she would meet his family and then like send him out of here and be like, oh, I understand why you're such a. That would be so mean. It's a mean way to put it, but
yeah, I don't know.
You think he makes it potentially to the hometowns though?
I would bet on that.
Okay.
I'm betting on the hometown, but I do think like no further than that.
I can't give him that, man. I don't think I can.
I don't want to give him that, but I just have a feeling.
My only doubt or question is between Aaron B or if I want to throw like John or Xavier in there. Because
I think
I don't know, dude. I'm just worried that Aaron B, or I guess we can just call him Aaron now. He's the only Aaron. So Aaron, new name, Aaron. I don't know if he's going to be
able to overcome this. Yeah,
because
I do have a feeling like he'll fall off. I don't know if we'll be seeing him.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'll say this. I think if Brayden wins over Aaron B, I could totally see him like winning. I don't know. It's like, how much more does it take? It's like, sure, exactly. Just pick him already. No, but if he gets if he one-ups Aaron and gets to stay and he goes, then sure, I'll put Brayden into my final 4 over like John, I guess. Yeah, I'll say John. Because we don't know if John gets a one-on-one yet. We know, or we're confident that Xavier does, and that's a big thing.
That is fair.
Any closing remarks about this episode? Any other things we want to share?
Hashtag get Brayden off.
Hashtag
the show.
No braids.
No braids.
A PSA, the only way you can find love is through dating apps or reality TV shows. So if you're not doing that, what are you doing?
The only way to find true love.
True love, yes. And even dating apps isn't good enough. If you can't get on a dating show,
yes, you
are not going to find. No. For the love of God, do not believe that.
Yes.
Go talk.
Go outside. It is scary.
If you're a young person in school or college, talk to people there. If you're above that age,
good luck.
Good luck. Yeah, sorry. I'm pouring one out for you right now. No, I don't know. I guess apps are fine, but also just go talk to people. Go get hobbies that require you to go out and meet people. Go to a hospital. At least they can't run away from you there.
Yeah. Talk to a nurse.
Oh, yeah. at least you know that she will be able to save you after you like have a heart attack
Yeah,
from talking to her and die and almost die from embarrassment.
Yes, I agree.
Well, I'm excited for next episode. I'm hyped for Dalton and Xavier. Hopefully they can get good dates, and hopefully, I don't know, dude. I'm getting tired of Brayden. I'm ready to see him go.
I do agree. If he keeps up the antics of, being wishy-washy and just not being honest, like it is getting annoying and too
It's
much.
tiresome, bro. I'm
really
gonna turn
needs
into
to
a
man up.
every time it shows like Brayden on screen, it's gonna like I want it to cut to like the clip of Warwick like yawning and like that's like how I feel watching it.
Yeah.
It's
Like, oh,
like did you have a fun time tonight, Warwick? Like, oh, Brayden was there. I wasn't paying attention. Sleepy.
I need a nap.
I need a nap. I'm gonna take a quick like 30-second nap every time Brayden's on screen.
Yeah, it's just time to go get water or go to the bathroom when you see him.
Oh yeah, that's a good pee break time. I think we've covered it all though. Time for me to go check to see if maybe third time is the charm if my car got stolen tonight.
That'll be an interesting story.
Yeah, and
Hopefully not.
If not, then I guess I'll just stay trapped here in your recording studio, waiting another 7 days to watch another 2 hours of the
Just staring at a blank screen, waiting for the Bachelorette to come on.
Watching ABC 24/7.
Oh God, seems like a nightmare.
No, I had a really weird dream where I was watching The Bachelorette, and then I woke up, and then I had to watch it all over again.
Oh God,
I love
we
this
missed the
show.
first 20 minutes.
Oh
or
yeah,
something like that.
Time to restart the episode. Oh no. All right, peace out. I've been Jamie.
I've been Vic.
Like
Literally. Out. Yeah.